Hi, this is Jason with Sweaty Hero Comic Bargains, and we're talking today about Batman Beyond. Dan Jr. did a lot of these issues, and I would say that the continuity is basically the Batman Adventures and animated series, uh, but mostly Batman Beyond animated series is the continuity, and then it kind of mashes up a little bit of Batman Adventures or DC continuity, depending on what they're feeling like, I guess. But Dan Dridge did a lot of these issues, but Batman Beyond is a really was when you think about Batman Beyond. When I was a kid and well, I was a teenager at the time. I remember hearing about Batman Beyond, going Batman in the future, and it's a teenager. This is gonna be stupid, and I was expecting it to be like hijinks and stuff, but it ended up being a really excellent original show, and I'm glad that the character has had life, and it's too bad that the one time they could have done something with Michael Keaton Batman, instead of doing Batman Beyond and having him as Batman, they chose to do that Flash movie. Ugh. Anyway, so you have Batman Beyond. You have Ink is one of Batman Beyond's main villains. This is from the DC Rebirth era. So you have more Batman Beyond here from the DC Rebirth era. And Jurgen's doing a lot of the writing for a lot of these stories. And you can see that I was able to pick up quite a few in a row. Damien as the Demon's Head, that'd be interesting. Make a lot of sense to me. Looks like a Batwoman Beyond. Return of the Royal Flush Gang. More Batman Beyond. And then that's the final one that we have in this pile. Jurgens must have done a long road because he's on issue 46 on this too. Here's a Lego cover of Lego Supergirl, but the comic book actually is Supergirl from the DC New 52 era. Here is Super Sons, which is Damian Wayne, son of Batman, and that is John Kent, the son of Lois and Clark. Shazam, which is Captain Marvel, of course. And this is from All In, so this is more recent, from the last year or two. Power Girl, who, as far as I can tell, has been brought back to being the cousin of Superman, but originally she was from Earth 2. So Power Girl. At one point, Power Girl was even like in the post-crisis when they were trying to have just one Earth. They were trying to change her origin to make her part of Atlantis, actually, which was odd. I mean, you could have just picked, like, I don't know, make her. The Daxamites were always considered like supposed to be descendants of the Kryptonians. They could have done that, I guess. Anyways, there's issue Shazam. This one fighting Black Adam. Sad that movie never happened. Instead, we got Shazam 2. And Black Adam, the movie, I kind of had fun with, but it really should have been Shazam 1, and then Shazam 2 should have been Shazam versus Black Adam. Instead, he was building towards Black Adam versus Superman. Anyways, Robin by Mike Wieringo was really cool. And Chuck Dixon, shout out to you. You're a great writer. I love your Robin stuff. It felt like Peter Parker, teenager, Spider-Man material. It's sad that, unfortunately, Dick Grayson never had a series like this because of the fact that by this point in the 90s, Nightwing was already in his... the character was supposed to be in his 20s. Yeah, I suppose eventually maybe you can go back and do a Dick Grayson Robin series in this kind of vein, because this was a great run. I remember buying this for many years. Both this and the Batman series of the 90s were excellent. And then the original Superboy, and this is a team-up book he had called Superboy and the Ravers that lasted for a little bit with his own super team. That is Impulse. That would be Guy Gardner, Warrior, when he wasn't on the Green Lantern, looking very upset that he's not a Green Lantern. There is Superboy. There is Electrical Blue Superman, and Superboy trying to put on the regular Superman costume, and then deciding that he's not ready yet to be Superman, because Superman blue. And that continues the story here. And yeah, so some fun titles here. Obviously, these are in the vein of teenage superheroes and stuff, but mostly I would recommend my recommendation from the pack. I say give Batman Beyond a try. If you've never seen the cartoon series, especially, watch that first pilot. It is excellent. And we will go beyond the comic bends in another video. Take care.